But now we're going to a speaker that I've never had the chance to host before, but whose picture really struck me on our Global BioFest website. So if you go to globalbiofest.com, you can see all our speakers over the last day and a bit, and upcoming over the rest of the weekend. And there's this picture of Jose Sarasola holding this beautiful, incredible bird. And today he's going to talk to us about his work conserving the Chaco eagles that they carry out in Argentina over the last many years. So some of these incredible conservation projects for an amazing species. And without further ado, I'm going to bring in Jose to tell us a little bit more about his work. Jose, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Gis. Thank you, and I'm very happy to be here to be part of this amazing festival.
Well, thank you so much. If you want to dive in with your program, I'd love to hear more and see some of these great pictures of the bird, and we'll get underway together.
Yes. Well, I'm going to talk about the Chaco eagle. It's an amazing species. I will glad to. I am glad to share this with you.
Fantastic. So yeah, feel free to bring up your screen, and we'll dive in together.
Yes.
There we are.
Okay.
I've got it, but we'll have to go to your PowerPoint from here.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Sorry.
No worries. Perfect. All right, I'll put it. Then you go to slide.
The first slide. Yes, here I am.
Don't spoil the last slide for people. There we go.
Okay. As I said, I am going to talk about the conservation of the Chaco eagle in Argentina. This is one of the very particular species from the South America. Is raised mostly in semi-arid habitats, biomes of this region. It's categorized as endangered by the UICN, with the population size estimated in less than 1,000 adult individuals, with a very strong and negative population trends. As I said, it's one of the largest raptor species in the region. One of the main features of the species is the long feathers in the neck. It was formerly called the crowned solitary eagle because of these feathers, and the plumage is gray, and it weighs about 3.5 kilograms. Well, I always like to tell about this histories. The eagle in the picture. It was the first eagle I saw in my life. Is a juvenile eagle, shot and held in a fence. This was in 2001, and that is when this conservation project started. It was not the picture of another eagle flying and very powerful image that you can think when you think in an eagle. As I said, the project started in 2001 with this finding, and well, this picture gave us an idea of potential conflict with local people. So we started talking with and interviewing local landowners and rural workers, and asking them what they think about eagles. We soon realized that this conflict with them, because the strong belief that eagles prey on livestock. But these persons, these landowners and rural workers, also helped us to locate the first nest for this species in central Argentina. For 2001, the species was almost unknown for ornithology, with little information about the ecology and habits of the species. So it was hard to start a project with so little information about the target species. With the information of the nest, we started to monitor the nest and the behavior of the adult pairs, and we soon realized that the eagle almost prey on wildlife species. So this was this belief that the eagle's prey on livestock was not true, but it was some cultural thoughts from these people in the field, and was the reason they shoot and they persecute the eagles actively. Um, I would like to show you here in a short video what is the type of habitats where we work, and they work with locate the hard work to locate the nest and to monitor them, to know more about the eagles. Well, another information we get about the eagles with this work is the extreme low productivity. An adult pair lies only one egg per breeding attempt, and about 30 to 40% of these attempts are successful. Furthermore, we found that the juvenile mortality is very high. About 70% of juveniles do not survive until the adult stage. So we learn more about the another potential threats for the eagles that I am going to talk about. But I think that the main achievement of this project was the change on the local people perception and attitude toward the eagles. Uh, right now, this person that at the beginning of the project persecuted and shot the eagles are helping us with the project, locating nest, helping us with the banding activities during the breeding season. So it's very important the help that we have from them, because we work in a huge area, covering almost all the central portion of Argentina, and this last year expanding the project to the northern part, to the Chaco region. So it's one of the most important achievements of the project. When we continue, well, here I am going to show you another short video that symbolize this help that we have and this change in the attitude and think of the local people toward the eagle. Well, we during the project we found that this high mortality of young eagles was caused by human persecution. With it was reduced over the time, but we find that another human-related causes of mortality for these eagles. One of them is the electrocution with power lines, which is a very common problem for the conservation of large birds, particularly raptors, all over the world. But with it has received little attention here in southern South America. We are working now with electricity companies to retrofit these pylons, the most dangerous pylons, because this is a problem for the Chaco eagle, but also for many other raptor species in our project area. We also identify another cause of mortality for Chaco eagles that is also affecting many other wildlife species, which is drowning in water reservoirs. These reservoirs or tanks are very important for the main uh, activity in central Argentina, in the semi-arid region of central Argentina, which is cattle rising. And we found several Chaco eagles dead in these reservoirs, and as I said, about 50 wildlife species were also recorded dead in these reservoirs. And we try to implement a solution or a way to mitigate this mortality through the implementation of rescue ramps. Because we need to spend the land hours of the rural workers the way to build these ramps. We made another video that I would like to share with you, and it's very uh, graphical about how important is to install and use these ramps in these tanks in this area.
Los reservorios de agua o tanques australianos son infraestructuras esenciales para la producción ganadera. Sin embargo, estas estructuras pueden convertirse en trampas mortales para la fauna silvestre, especialmente para las aves y para algunas catalogadas como en peligro de extinción, como el águila coronada y el cardenal amarillo. Se estima que cientos de miles de aves mueren ahogadas cada año en estos tanques. Una medida para reducir esta mortalidad es la implementación de rampas de rescate en estos reservorios o tanques. Las rampas de rescate se pueden construir de forma fácil, rápida y económica. Una malla de alambre de 1 metro cuadrado es suficiente para su construcción. Doblando 2 de sus extremos hacia el centro, resulta en la rampa lista para ser instalada. Un elemento flotante en el extremo asegurando la rampa al borde del reservorio para evitar su deriva, aumenta el área de acción de la rampa. Las rampas de rescate funcionan como un medio para que las aves puedan alcanzar el nivel del agua sin riesgo de ahogarse, y así reducir la mortalidad de fauna silvestre en estos reservorios, especialmente en los meses de primavera y verano, cuando estos incidentes son más frecuentes. A su vez, evitar la mortalidad de fauna silvestre mantiene la calidad del agua, reduciendo la frecuencia de limpieza de los tanques y ayudando a preservar la biodiversidad de nuestros ecosistemas naturales.
Well, these are the three main threats we have identified for the Chaco eagles and on which we are working on. The implementation of the rescue ram reduced the mortality in water tanks to the half. That is what we have documented and recorded. And also the retrofitting of power lines is a very practical solution to avoid avian electrocution. So I would like to thank finally. I would like to thank to all the ONGs and organizations that supported the project during almost 20 years. Thank you.
Jose, what a beautiful presentation, and I've never seen anything like the ramp before. That is such a cool, the innovative solutions that conservationists have come up with over the course of this biofestival across the world, no matter what species they're working on, are so elegant, so neat, and usually so low cost and really easy to implement. And I find that such a important message for people that are working to save species, is that it doesn't need to be a high-tech solution. It doesn't need to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. It can be something that everyone has and that is just implemented in a new way. What are you finding?
It's very simple. So they are cheap. It's a cheap solution for avoid drowning, and it wasn't known until we started investigating or doing our work of research. I always say that a solution need to be simple, need to be practical. If not, it's not a solution.
Now, you highlighted at the end of your talk the Whitley Fund for Nature. This is a group that we keep seeing brought up throughout these broadcasts. So they supported your work originally through a campaign to allow you to do one of these projects, and then have provided some continuation funding. Can you speak to the benefits of these partnerships with organizations like Whitley?
Yeah, the Whitley Fund for Nature is like a big family. All the alumni of the WFN feel like that, and they have this amazing program. There is the continuation funding, which is not giving just funds for one time, but they continue to support you. So you, as in our case, we can expand our project to other regions where they have the same conservation problems. We started in central Argentina, and now we are working 1,000 kilometers away from where we started, because we were able to expand the project thanks to the support.
Jose, I I love that story. Is there a place that have you covered the entire range of the eagles now, or are there other places you could go to help protect them if you had the ability to do so?
I wish, but we started the very, very south because we are just to in North Patagonia, where Patagonia starts. If you come from the north to the south, and we are moving to the Chaco region, which is a very important region that is shared with Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Argentina. Hopefully, we would like to work with the conservation of the Chaco eagle and other species in the Chaco region in these other countries. But we are moving to the north to work in this conservation problem, because this problem that are usually neglected, like electrocution or drowning in water reservoirs, and we need to work there too.
Yeah. Jose, I just want to say thank you so much. This is a species that not only I had not heard of this species before this broadcast, and I'm a biologist by background. We have people that were raised in Argentina that had never heard of this incredible eagle, and I think we're all inspired to learn more and head to your site to learn more about the work that you guys are up to. So thank you so much for sharing your passion,
Yes.
and what a great project.
Okay, yes, that is our website, and these videos you can find this in the YouTube channel of the Secara. So somebody wants to see it again, are there.
That's
Thank
what
you
I'm
very much.